Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of this Banquet for Fools demo that I've just downloaded today. I've already played through it once, but I wanted to do it again when I had the chance to record and upload to YouTube. So this is a standalone expansion to a game that I supported on Kickstarter probably about 10 years ago called Serpent in the Staglands. I did briefly play Serpent in the Staglands, but I didn't finish it. I only played it for probably an hour or something like that. And then, so this is also from the developers of. I don't even remember what the game was actually called when it was released, but it used to be called Copper Dreams. I cannot remember what they changed the name to. Anyway, I'm going to start the demo. So I think there's like a video intro that comes first before you start. So I'm just going to watch that through. So I've already seen this a couple of times. This is like an old school pre-rendered 3D style cinematic movie that you would get in an older game, like a late 1990s, early 2000s game. And these movies are recorded at a specific resolution usually, so if you run the A game on a higher resolution, the video stays the same size and becomes progressively smaller on your screen. I have a feeling that's going to be the case with this one as well. That's something I plan to ask the developers about. So we're taking control of this female character with the sword. And then this, I don't know, creature whispers something into her ear. I don't know exactly what that's about. Alright, here we go. So the graphics remind me a lot of Diablo 2 or like those types of games where I think it's a tile-based 2D world, and I think it's pre-rendered 3D, 2D graphics models. I can see some shadow flickering there. So just to move around, it's same as Diablo. You hold down the mouse and the character moves. I don't think you can pan the camera, which is, again, I know that my depth in like older games is not as large as some other people's might be, but to me this reminds me a lot of Diablo, the sort of way that you're moving the character around. So this is where this character arrived in the intro clip. So we want to go to the right, and similar to Diablo, if I press I, it takes me to the inventory screen, and if I press M, it shows me the world map. This is more like a Baldur's Gate style world map. I guess that's very similar to Diablo there, running over bugs as well. Okay, so this is going to be entering combat. Now, I found the combat a bit strange. So here, it automatically sends you into, I guess, it's like an action select mode where the game doesn't pause, but the combat state pauses and it allows you to select an action, and it's giving you a tip that you press space or you press right click and they're calling it the combat dome. And I think the dome also represents the character's range as well. So here, it's sort of opened the combat dome before this enemy's in range. And I didn't figure this out until a couple of, like, maybe 1 or 2 combats in, that I actually have to exit the combat state here, and then re-enter it. Now that the character's in range, I press right click again, and then there's this radial menu that you can choose an action. And there's 3 different attack types here. There's an option to cast a spell. I don't think this character has any spells. Bind, I'm not sure. I haven't tried that one yet. And there's also sneak and talk. I'm just going to ignore those for now. I don't need to use potions. What I'd be curious to know is if these attacks are actually different, because I couldn't tell the difference last time. So I'm going to go that, and then I think you left click to select. Now, I think the attacks are all the same and the different ones haven't been implemented. So I don't think that that actually does anything yet. Now in the demo, most things die in one hit, and it's more about just sort of testing the game feel. That ambient music also kind of reminds me of Diablo ambient music. I like the ravens flying around there. There are also there is like loot items in the ground that currently you can mouse over. So see here how, again, similar to Diablo or ARPG games like Titan Quest, you can see that there's an item there. It's got that sort of the stars that are highlighting the object. As far as I know, I don't think there's an object highlight key, so you have to mouse over them to pick them up, and then they go into your grid-based inventory. It's, again, similar to Diablo's inventory, but I think there's some other games that this is taking inspiration from. So the general feeling of just moving around and exploring feels good. Again, I'm going to be saying Diablo a lot because that's the closest thing that I've played. So again here, I have to wait. This is something that I figured out in my last playthrough, is you have to, I don't know if it's going to always be like this, but you need to press space or right click when the target's actually in range. So for melee characters, you kind of have to wait until they're like here, then you enter the action select state, and then you can select them. Whereas if you're a bit slow to do that, so here I've got to, so I don't think I can attack yet. Now I can. And then I'm going to click. And then I'm going to run away because I can't attack yet. No. There we go. And I hit both of them because it's like a swing. So when I did this the first time, I actually got hit by these characters. But now that I've done it once, I'm actually much better at combat than the first time. And I really like this touch. So I think that knockdown effect, I could have used that when fighting these characters to make the combat easier. But I like how that it knocks you over. It's like the barrels of fire or whatever in Diablo. So again, it's gonna, I think there's another one. Yeah, there we go. And it knocks me over. I really like the art style and the graphics. I'm asking the developers, because currently the game's running in, I'm pretty sure 1024 by 768, and then my monitor is scaling it to the aspect ratio on my 1080p screen. I'm going to ask them if they're going to be doing widescreen, because it'd be good if you could use integer pixel scaling to scale that up to a modern resolution, because I'm pretty sure that for instance, Diablo had two options. I think it was 640 by 480 and 800 by 600 resolution. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work for this game. So again, this is wine, and it's basically a healing potion. There's lots of dead bodies on the ground. Check the map. So it's a linear level as well. So as far as I can tell, there isn't really, unless I'm missing something, there's not that much or there isn't really any hidden interaction that I can tell. It's mostly just like the items on the ground. I don't know if I opened these last time. Oh, there's an emerald. Yeah, maybe I did actually. So we want to be going, I think it's here, over this way. Here we go. There's nothing to loot on those bodies. Again, once again, because I played this before, you kind of have to just wait until the enemy is within range like that, and then click on them to attack. So that's, I guess, the skill at the moment in the game. So I think there's also a defensive stance that you can use. So I actually got hit there. I'm making this look easy, but it wasn't. Like, I got hit way more when I played it the first time. Yeah, so I think there's a tooltip coming up about defensive stance. I'm going to wait to probably use that when the tooltip comes up. So again, there's that sparkle. That's the word I was looking for before to tell me to pick up the item. Okay, what do we got down here? This is... Oh, I didn't look at this. Okay, so there's the clock, a bit like Baldur's Gate. This is like an AI toggle. I don't know what that does. It says companions stay back. You can click on it. There's a bit of a menu down here. Character sheet. Settings, map, notes. I haven't looked at the notes menu. Huh. You can so you can write your own notes, and then part of it, there's a non-lethal combat icon here. Up the top you got your character portrait and your quick item sort of slots. The font is a bit hard to read, so that's like, it says ASL, I'm pretty sure. Just trying to see if there's anything I can interact with. Again, that sort of ambient noise reminds me a lot of Diablo, or Titan Quest even. I can't go out here, probably because they've not coded that in. Okay. This is the conversation menu. And then over here, so there's apparently in this game you'll have 4 characters, and I'll show this later on, that the other characters appear here. And then click the dialogue line there. So we're getting some party members here. So 2 companions have joined your party. You can click their portraits, use the scroll wheel to switch your party leader. Companions will attack and cast spells. Tactics you set in the spellbook and formation menu. So I found multi-character interaction a bit awkward when I played this through the first time. However, maybe it'll feel a bit better as I'm playing it this time. There's a lot of bodies over here. There's another potion. I'll show the inventory menu. In between character inventory menu shortly. There's some more urns over here. Oh, that's a fun one. I imagine that you'll be able to do that, and maybe some characters will be able to resist falling over. You can pick up the item when you're on the ground, which is pretty funny. Alright, so again, Diablo style inventory. You can click the characters up here to change. There's a bunch of statistics here. I'm not really going to worry about the statistics because they don't matter in the demo. As far as I can tell, so this character's got 2 items equipped that do 4 to 5 damage. I don't think any of the items that I picked up are as good as that. And then this is a bow user with 100 arrows, and then there's a horn there. I haven't used the horn. Lightly used horn requires a personalized songbook to play. She's got a songbook there, and then there is 2 spells in the songbook. I didn't actually use those when I was playing it the first time. And then I've got a little bit of damage on my main character. There's some more urns here. I'm guessing emeralds is currency. And that meow, I think, is also in Diablo as well, the cat noise. Diablo 2 at least, when you're in the towns, like I think in the rogue encampment. Alright, so I'm down here. I think I have to go up that way, but I'm going to see if there's anything over here. From memory, there's not. Just sort of exploring the world. Just bodies. Lots of bodies. Okay, there is. Okay, so this is where the defensive stance tip comes in. Press E to take a defensive stance and reduce damage. Stances can be taken while your action bar is filling and do not slow down your action time. So I'm guessing it's like more effective on the first attack. So I'm going to press E, and then it apparently reduced the damage. So I've changed characters. It's a little bit disorienting, I find. So I've got the other character. And then it's... Oh, I guess I'm not really paying attention, am I? What was that? Did I... Yeah, so controlling the party, it feels a little bit weird. Because when you've got a character selected and you're clicking another one, you're kind of losing time before, because you want to be able to like enter the action select state. And I'm finding that when you change party members, it changes the camera position. And it's sort of a bit, I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right. It feels like it's almost not worth doing to some extent. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just gonna use some potions. It feels like that when you're changing party members, because the combat state is continuing, you're like giving yourself time to get hit or whatever, rather than because you know when you enter this state, oh you can, okay, right, so that makes more sense. It's just that I haven't been doing it properly. So what I think you've got to do is you've got to have your main character selected, get them into position to do something, enter the combat state, and then change characters, and then the game stays paused. So I've been doing it outside of this state. It just feels a bit clunky to have to do it that way. I think, you know, you can get clobbered when you're controlling things without it being in that action select state. And a lot of the things I'm saying is more for the developer's intention, because I guess they're my target audience for this video. So I'm just going to go and see if I can go back up here. So there is a bridge here. Yeah, we'll go up here. Oh, did I come this way already? I think I came... Yeah, I did. Sorry, I got a bit confused. I think this happened last time. I came from this direction. It is a linear level, it just doesn't look like it on the map. Is my character running a bit slower there? Kind of seemed like she was. Maybe just because it was running downhill or something like that. Alright. Is that... Actually, that might not be a bridge that I can cross. No. Oh yeah, there's some occlusion behind the foliage there, I think. Yeah, there is. The castle is near. So, got a bit of damage taken. We want the one that does 12 health because don't need to be fully healed. There's something on the character portrait there. What does that mean? Oh, okay, I've got a stat buff of some kind. Whoa, there we go. Thought I got stuck there for a second. Oh, here's combat again. Okay, we got that guy. I wonder if me running actually yeah. Oh no, it doesn't keep you in the action state when I change characters. See, look, see here how I think that character's dead, but so this is the boss fight. So I don't know what these this VFX means. There's acolytes with VFX connecting to the priest. So I'm gonna change back to the PC. I'm gonna go work on killing these. Die in one hit. That one, nope. Two and one. Alright. Ah, yeah, there's that. Ow. priest left. So I'm taking damage, but... Okay, we've killed the priest. Yeah, so multi-character control does not feel quite right. Like when changing characters, I thought I would be able to keep the action state open, but it unpaused the game when I did it. So it just feels like changing characters is almost bad at the moment. There's something about that needs to be tweaked, I think. Is my character... Oh no, the bar is just flickering up and down. So it kind of looks like you're... Like there's an animation there on the portrait here. And it kind of looks like you're starting to regenerate, but starting not to, a little bit. So we picked up some loot. So that was like the boss fight of the demo. There's like a flickering or dithering of my character because I'm injured on the actual paper doll, not the paper doll, the avatar. I think that's gone away now. I don't think we can cross here. So I didn't bother, yeah, I don't know. Changing party members in combat feels weird. It's probably the most disorienting part of the demo at the moment, is how that works. And then now my party members are getting taken over by whatever force is turning everyone hostile, and I'm gonna have to fight them. Tackle first. So I think last time I one-shot both of them. Wow, I've like hit her 4 times. And she hasn't gone down. Oh, I need to... Go down. This is actually a lot. I killed them in 1 hit last time. There we go. I swear I killed them in 1 hit. Might have just been the damage. She's not attacking me for some reason as well. Maybe to make it so that I always win the fight. I think I also probably should have died in that combat sequence, but maybe they've turned that off to make sure that you don't get killed so you can finish the demo. My inventory is full. So it'd be nice if there was an auto sort button to make it so that things could fit. I think there is one of those in Diablo 2. Yeah, so that combat performance was not very good, but again, last time, like, I one-shot both of those servants or whatever. It took like 4 hits each this time. Right, so we're up to another video. Nearing the end of the demo. I'm guessing that's the guy that's causing all the problems. Oh, it might have been because I had my attack on critical strike in the previous playthrough, and maybe I was critting everyone, but I'm not sure. So what I'm guessing is the intro is you taking control of an NPC, and then this is the start of the game. This is just my guess. I don't know if that's actually the case. And then here it takes you to like a tavern or something.
Yeah, and why?
This scene looks a bit more like Planescape Torment, the way the characters look and everything. And this is like the party creation screen as well. So I'm going to just quickly do what I did last time. Let's create a party. One of the developers is called Hannah. just going to leave that all as default. You get to pick, so here you can see 2 gold and 1 silver. I'm guessing the gold is like good like skills and silver is like a secondary skill or something. And then when you pick a weapon, it gives you the weapon by the looks of it. So I think I picked longsword last time. And that's a 2-handed weapon. Let's go some pearl armor, and then you get a silver skill to put in. Controlling hidden creatures. It doesn't really matter what I pick, I guess. I'll just go vines. And you got 3 stats you can do as well. It's probably dexterity, strength, and then another one. Jumping, sneaking. So there's all sorts of different stats that it influences. Again, the fonts needs improvement. It's too small. Difficulty checks. So a lot of non-combat stuff. It looks like with combat you'll need like these, and then maybe spell casting that, and that one. It's like this is like non-combat. I don't know. I'm just going to do that. When you do that, it gives you a plus button for the next one. It generates one by default. Not Legolas. I'm just going to leave it as default. So we'll go like a spellcastery type one, elixirs, robes, and fauna. I don't know, whatever. Next one, Rapunzel, because of the hair, even though it's blonde. Sorry, brunette and not blonde. I mean, you can change. So like, there's a sex slider. It kind of switches between male and female, as you can see in the middle there. I'm pretty sure, anyway. And then it sort of adjusts the physicality of the character. I'm not going to say anything about what I imply, because like there's actual no male or female in there. It's like very politically correct, doesn't matter. Anyway, skin, there's sort of a slider there. You can change the colors. Head changes the hair. Wait, no, it doesn't. Actually, that doesn't change the head, it changes the hair. And then, oh, okay, right. So it changes the hairstyle, and the hair changes the hair color. I'm just going to leave that as default. What do I want this character to be? I think, yeah, let's go pole. That looks interesting. 2nd level of armor. We'll go some spellcasting stuff. 3/3. Yep, great. And then I think I changed this one to be the guy, and I called him not. And there's like one of every race. I think you can change it back. I'm just going to leave it like this. Then we'll go like elixirs, robes, horn, sensory, pagan, aura, whatever. Okay, and then see, I've created my 4 characters. I didn't really put too much thought into it. Menu's nice and responsive. Look at that. Finished. Wait. Not Legolas can still select stats. What did I forget? That's good to have that in there. Didn't pick a minor statistic. Agility. Cool. And then it ends the demo here, basically. Oh no, there's one dialogue. Alright, this showcases the party-based dialogue system. So, Hannah, yep, says that. And then Not replies. So it's always character 3 in this instance for this one. And now it gives you a choice. So instead of the traditional party leader speaks and it gives you multiple choice of what to pick, this one it's giving you different responses based on the party member. I have a feeling the implementation is so that you can use skills in combat and you can use party skills in combat. That's what I'm guessing anyway. So here, I'm going to go with this one. And then there's 3 ones here. Great. Okay. And that brings me to the end of the demo. Demo completed. Okay, so it's pretty, I think it's a very easy demo. Like it's not difficult. The combat's not difficult. It's just sort of showcasing the engine. It reminds me a lot of like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 in terms of like how the game is presented. I realize there's a lot of other games that, actually I didn't play around in this area, pick up the all. There's a lot of other games from the 90s and early 2000s that had this type of graphics, and I didn't play a lot of those games, so there's probably going to be other games that that are more, that this takes after a bit more, that or have been inspired by a bit more. But for me, like the way that the game is presented, it's very, yeah, like Diablo graphics, like the way the paper dolls work and the way the world is presented, etc. Obviously, it's a little bit closer up than that. There might even be some like PlayStation 2 games that it's inspired by. But like I like the general feel of the game. I think the combat, particularly the multi-party, the way that you change between characters in combat it doesn't feel quite right. And I don't know, like the way that you enter the combat state by pressing space or right click. I understand that, like, the concept of that with like the combat dome. There's just something about it that probably needs a tweak to get it to feel a little bit better. I don't know whether it's like some automation of, maybe there's probably going to be an option of auto bringing that up or something like that. But there's just something about it that doesn't feel 100% correct. But I think overall the game feels good, and I'm looking forward to playing it a bit more and giving some more feedback on the early access. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you look forward to the next video.